9/11, an inside job. Were the tragic events of 9/11 orchestrated by insiders to justify war? On September 11, 2001, the world watched in horror as terrorists hijacked 4 airplanes, crashing 2 into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center, 1 into the Pentagon, and a 4th into a field in Pennsylvania. Nearly 3,000 people lost their lives, and the event became a turning point in global history. The official story attributes the attacks to al-Qaeda, led by Osama bin Laden. But almost immediately, whispers of an alternative explanation emerged, a theory that the attacks were an inside job, orchestrated by elements within the US government to justify war in the Middle East and implement sweeping domestic surveillance policies. Could such a shocking claim hold any truth? Let's explore the evidence, the key conspiracy theories, and why 9/11 remains one of the most hotly debated events in modern history. The official narrative. The official account of 9/11, as outlined in the 9/11 Commission report, states that 19 al-Qaeda terrorists hijacked 4 planes. 2 planes struck the Twin Towers, causing their eventual collapse. A 3rd plane crashed into the Pentagon. The 4th plane, United Airlines Flight 93, was brought down by passengers in a Pennsylvania field before it could reach its intended target. This narrative sparked the US war on terror, leading to the invasions of Afghanistan and Iraq, as well as heightened security measures such as the Patriot Act. But skeptics argue that the official story contains glaring inconsistencies. Could 9/11 have been a carefully planned operation by insiders? Key conspiracy theories. Here are the most prominent theories suggesting that 9/11 was an inside job. 1. Controlled demolition of the Twin Towers. One of the most persistent claims is that the Twin Towers didn't collapse solely because of the planes. Instead, many believe they were brought down by a controlled demolition. Supporters of this theory point to the following. Symmetrical collapse. Both towers fell straight down at near freefall speed, resembling the way buildings collapse in a controlled demolition. Molten steel. Witnesses and photos show molten metal at ground zero, which skeptics argue couldn't have been caused by jet fuel alone. Explosions heard. Several witnesses, including firefighters, reported hearing explosions before and during the collapse. Official investigations, however, concluded that the heat from the fires weakened the steel structure, leading to the collapse. But for many, the explanation leaves unanswered questions. 2. The collapse of Building 7. Building 7, a 47-story skyscraper near the Twin Towers, also collapsed on September 11, despite not being struck by a plane. This has fueled speculation that it was intentionally brought down. Critics of the official explanation, which attributes the collapse to fires caused by debris, argue that Building 7's fall looks exactly like a controlled demolition. The phrase, Building 7, has become a rallying cry for those questioning the official narrative. 3. Stand-down orders. Another theory suggests that the US military was ordered to stand down, allowing the attacks to happen. Normally, hijacked planes would trigger a military response, yet on September 11, no fighters intercepted the hijacked aircraft. Conspiracy theorists claim this was deliberate, enabling the attacks to succeed. 4. The Pentagon attack. Some question whether a Boeing 757 really hit the Pentagon. Skeptics argue the hole in the Pentagon was too small to have been caused by a commercial airliner. Surveillance footage of the impact is inconclusive and shows no clear image of a plane. Debris from the crash appears limited, leading some to theorize that a missile, not a plane, struck the building. 5. Motives for an inside job. Why would elements within the US government orchestrate such a horrific event? Conspiracy theorists point to several potential motives. Justification for war. 9/11 provided a pretext for the invasions of Afghanistan and Iraq, securing access to resources and geopolitical influence. Domestic control. The attacks paved the way for sweeping security measures, including the Patriot Act, which expanded government surveillance powers. Economic interests. Some suggest that the defense industry and other powerful corporations stood to profit immensely from the war on terror. Debunking the theories. While the conspiracy theories are compelling, they've been debunked by numerous experts and investigations. Controlled demolition. Studies by the National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, found no evidence of explosives in the debris. The tower's collapse was attributed to structural failure caused by the intense heat from the fires. Building 7. NIST concluded that Building 7 collapsed due to uncontrolled fires, compounded by structural damage from debris. The Pentagon. Photographic evidence shows plane debris at the Pentagon site, and eyewitness accounts confirm a plane crash. Stand-down orders. Delays in the military response were attributed to confusion and the unprecedented nature of the attacks. Despite these explanations, many remain unconvinced, citing inconsistencies and the government's lack of transparency. Why does the theory persist? The inside job theory persists because it taps into deep mistrust of authority and institutions. For many, the scale and impact of 9/11 are too massive to believe it could have been carried out by 19 individuals armed with box cutters. The idea of a larger, orchestrated plan feels more plausible to some, even if evidence is lacking. What do you believe? Was 9/11 the result of a well-coordinated terrorist attack, or was it orchestrated by insiders to justify war and consolidate power? The truth may never be fully known, but the debate ensures we keep asking questions and holding those in power accountable. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video intriguing, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Your support keeps us exploring the mysteries and controversies that shape our world. Until next time, stay curious, stay skeptical, and we'll see you in the next video.